The conflict that's engulfed large parts of Syria for a year has now reached the capital with a vengeance. Rebel forces battled for several hours with government troops in a suburb of Damascus. Meanwhile, Russia has joined growing international calls for a daily humanitarian ceasefire to deal with the wounded. Foreign Affairs editor Peter Cave reports from the Syria-Turkey border, and a warning: his story contains images that may be distressing to some viewers.
Residents in affluent suburbs of Damascus were woken by the sounds of explosions as battles between government and rebel forces spread around the capital. They destroyed the home of a top army officer in a campaign to try to bring the fighting closer to President Bashar al-Assad's heartland.
They went on a rampage in the building and tried to enter all the apartments and shot at the security forces and members of the army.
In other parts of the country, there was renewed shelling in several cities, including Homs, which has been under relentless bombardment for more than a month. With each passing day, civilian casualties continue to mount. Pictures of these children being treated in a field hospital were posted on the internet. In Moscow, the Russian government joined the Red Cross in calling for daily ceasefires to allow humanitarian aid to get to the worst affected areas.
It is very important to share our opinions on the further steps that can be taken by the International Committee of the Red Cross and the Russian Federation regarding the solution of the most acute humanitarian problems in Syria.
Meanwhile, the exodus to Syria's neighbours continues to grow. More than 16,000 have now fled to Turkey.
If the Syrian people are faced with such a humanitarian tragedy and are seeking refuge in our country while fleeing from a massacre in theirs, it's our duty to support them.
The Turkish government is now looking at replacing the tent cities with more permanent accommodation. It's also considering setting up a buffer zone within Syrian territory. Peter Cave, ABC News, on the Turkish-Syrian border.